Right, welcome to our June goal setting today. And honestly, I cannot even believe it's going to be June tomorrow, right? And I'm just like, how did this happen? How are we halfway through this year almost already? So I think we all just going to have a wonderful June, and we can set it all up now and make a plan. And I actually shared something about I'm doing this strong but not fluffy anymore challenge for myself. And I shared how it's just for me what's working is just doing small changes. So I would love you to have that in mind for your goal setting as well for this month. And another thing I've realized, which I will talk more at the thing, that is my body needs more rest at the moment. And again, it's like I have kind of known this for a while, but because I've been like much more mindful of it, and it's just madness how, yeah, how my body is like, come on, girl, just give me a rest day. And I'd be like, okay. And then when I done it, and I feel so much better. And my rest day has been a long walk or bike ride or something like that. So I haven't just been on a sofa watching movies all day and eating popcorn. So I still been moving, but I haven't moved to my max. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you more about it when we come to that. Um, Okay, let's start as always. I would love you to first just think about May, and you still got, this is still May today. You can still make things happen. But what went well for you in May? And I'm gonna just ask you to write down, if you've got paper and pen, write down things. I might ask you a few times to unmute yourselves if you can, but I think we're just gonna kind of go through everything now. And so those who watch you on recording, it's easier for them to watch. And then we're gonna have a chat in the end. Okay. So if you write down what went well for you in May, or what has gone well for you. And leave some space there, because when we're doing this today, and when I'm asking you all these different questions, you might remember something else that has gone really well. Like when I ask about your nutrition or your work or your family and friends, it might bring out something to you that you kind of forgot that you did and you really, really enjoyed it. And when I ask about like what's gone well for you, it doesn't need to be achievement. It could just be a feeling. It could just be like, oh my God, I felt really good in myself that day. Or I made some really nice memories and that was just wonderful. So just, don't overthink it. Just think of what like happiness, what happy moments come to your mind with that. So what do you think you could have done better in May? What have you learned about yourself or how you behave or what feelings you have? What could go better? And again, leave some space there because there might be lots you have learned about yourself in May. Um, and that, again, they will come up. And do you know what? One of the things I have learned is like I kind of took a step back from like lots of evening work or doing being lots on my phone and just hustling all the time. And I just felt like my family needed me more this month. So yes, my bank account doesn't look as good, but I actually really just needed that reset with my family and with the time. And it also reminded me that I do have more in me. When it's just sometimes you just need that little break, and then you're like, no, actually, I do have more in me. I need to be, maybe I need to do the morning kind of power hour again to get things done. But same time, I really enjoyed being there more with my family in the evenings and stuff instead of just like doing something and doing that and just trying to like fit in so many different things in. So that's definitely what I've learned is like I have more in me, but I just have to be more organized how I'm going to make it happen. And that's always been my little struggle. Okay, let's go to June now. What are your movement goals in June? How are we going to move your body to feel fabulous? I'm off to film my five session, like my abs program, my core program after this, and you obviously both get access to that one. So I'm really excited, and hopefully you can schedule that in your movement goals as well. But yeah, I'm hoping it will be absolutely amazing. Might be a bit broken after I film about 8 workouts in next 2 hours, but I am excited. Didn't get my high risk ticket, so I'm just doing this, to be really tired. Okay, so again, leave some space there if you want to come back to it later on. I know we're going it quite quickly, but I don't want us to overthink it. And if you need more time planning something, then let me know and we do one-to-one and we literally like get your calendar out and we will plan everything with you. Sleep. How are you going to sleep more? What kind of sleep do you need? How much? What's your nighttime routine like? I need to stop watching Yellowstones with Andrew. We need to stop watching it. We're tired. We're tired after Yellowstones. Talk about sleep. Terry's having good stretch. I love it. Sophia, we went to I tried to go to bed a bit earlier last night, and Sophia was literally just coughing all night. She's got this cough, and when you just like, oh no, my plan was sleep really well, get enough sleep before today, and I was there like just with medicine in the middle of the night, and again like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I feel like I need a little nap today. Okay, next one is nutrition. How are you gonna eat in June to feel absolutely fabulous? My little thing I learned about nutrition this month is that I just really easily say yes to things when I'm out, even though if I don't fancy them, I almost feel like it's rude to say no. And so often I end up eating things that I don't even want to eat, even if it's just like the kids got sweets or something. But then because I'm so addicted to sugar, then I have that one thing, and then that can kind of spiral me out of the whole thing for the rest of the day. So I kind of become like, no, actually. I'm fine. I don't need that. And it's been really, it feels really free, I think, when you do learn to say no and you're like, actually, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be offended. They're going to be happy if I don't eat their sweets. Or they're going to be happy for the nasty or taste their ice cream. So it's been really interesting. It's a tiny little switch in my mindset. It's like actually, and I think it was with the 2B, with she did the book, didn't she? And I listened to her audiobook and it was something, okay, it's okay to say no and don't feel any pressure saying yes to foods or even like sometimes you have something and you have one mouthful, you're like, actually, this is not as amazing as I thought would be. It's okay not to finish everything. And this goes very against everything I learned as a child when I had to like finish my whole plateful. And we didn't have that much, to waste anyway, but it's been like a really hard psychological thing I think to learn, and I keep getting it and then I go back to my old ways and I keep getting it, and it is like a, I think, especially for me, lifelong journey to learn with this food that you don't have to finish your plate if you don't want it. And that's why like I just take less now as well, because I often do feel like I can't waste food, so I'm like, I'm just going to do smaller portions and then I'm going to have more if I want to. And I'm trying to do the same with my kids as well. I'm like, you do your own portions. Like everyone just serves themselves in my house. So they take what they want to eat instead of me piling loads of food on their plate. So everyone just chooses what they want to eat and then they try to finish it. So yeah, but they don't have to. Like they don't have to have everything. But yeah, it is. Yeah, it's an interesting learning curve, isn't it? Okay, self-care is next. How are you going to look after yourself? And this includes the rest days as well. So just quickly, because I mentioned this earlier. So what I've learned is my body, and I've known this before as well, because when I was feeling like one of the leanest I did, which was last year or year before, and it was after I had COVID and stuff, but I had to like really strip everything off in a sense that it took a long time to cover. And no, actually, it's not last year, it's a few years ago. And I end up I did the job one, which was 20-minute workouts, but I didn't do anything extra. Whereas before that, I would double workouts, I would never have a rest day, and I would work really hard. And suddenly I went back to just doing the job one, and I felt amazing. Just 20 minutes a day I did. And I think it's a 5 days a week, so 2 rest days. Um, and then after that, I think I did something else as well. I think I tried yoga or something and didn't even lift any weights for a while. And I felt amazing, and my body was so lean and it's really reacting well for this training. But I love lifting. I love training. It makes me really happy. So it's really hard to hold back on it because it really gives me more energy. It helps me with my mindset and all those things. So this month I realized again that because I had a few weeks I trained really hard, and honestly, the liquid in my body, I felt like I was just putting on weight. I wasn't feeling good. I was really bloated. I was exhausted. And now that I started thinking like, okay, I think I just need more rest now. I think my body, whether it's hormonal changes or whatever's going on with this body, I really started listening to my body more and not feeling guilty for having rest days and just taking it easier. And honestly, I'm getting so much better results. So I go all in when I train and then I have a rest day. Then I go all in again. And I don't do it all the time, I do more than three sessions a week, but I'm just being really mindful, and for my body that seems to be suiting at the moment. So your bodies are different. You might be fine with much more, but I was like, okay, that's fine. I quite actually enjoy it, and I still might do a walk or jog or something, but it's just with the weights, I feel like I can't use weights every day. And that just seems to be making difference to me. So for my self-care, it's definitely rest days is a huge. Sorry, I just disturbed you writing about your rest days, well, about your self-care, but yeah, that's definitely works for me. Okay, next one is your business and work. If you're working or doing business, what do you want to achieve in June? This is probably like some of us, we could just write forever about our business and work. But just leave some space there so you can come back to it. Next one is family and friends. How are you gonna make nice memories with your family and friends, or family or friends? We know all of our families are actually quite far, some of our part of our families. Um, so how are you gonna still connect with them, or whether you book a trip to see them, or I'm actually going back home for a weekend in June, which is nice, which I keep forgetting that is in 2 weeks. Okay, next one is something fun, okay, and something new. I'm gonna combine these two. In June, what can you do that is extremely fun? Something that you may not have done for a while, or something you do all the time, but you're like, I'm gonna keep doing it because it is great fun. I'm enjoying it. It makes me smile, makes me laugh. Think of something and leave it empty if you like. Don't force this, okay? Or something new. Is there something you new you can try in June? I'm adding more bike rides to this and my family thing. We've been for 2 bike rides, although my bike is just gone now. My tire just went. And so hopefully that will be fixed and I want to do more bike rides. I feel like I'm in my bike ride walking era right now. But that's it. And again, leave some space. And I think all you just need to remember how fabulous you are with all these goals. And now that we talked about a billion different goals, I would love you to just highlight 3 things that are your non-negotiables that you're definitely going to achieve this month. So go and have a look at your everything you've written down now. What are you 3 things that are your non-negotiables? When you've chosen your 3, would anyone like to share it with me? Or with the world? With the world. There is no pressure. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, Terry. I can't hear you. Daniela, can you hear Terry? Is you're not muted though. Is there like a little button with at the top line of your on a keyboard that is a crossover microphone? I think there's like a F4 maybe or something like that that you may have accidentally pressed or F1.
You hear me now?
Yes,
Yep.
we can. Yes.
Okay, I actually have five things that I'm focusing on.
Yeah.
Celebrate. I'm about to celebrate my 8th year with being a 2B bunny.
Wow, that's amazing. And it's come
Yep,
to
and
life,
those
hasn't it?
those 35 pounds are still in the past.
Wow.
Yep. So anyway, so June, I'm focusing seriously on manifestation.
Yeah.
My nutrition, I'm now going to eat more like an athlete because I realized the other day at boot camp that I just could not
Mm,
perform like I like to,
yeah.
um, that I need to fuel my body properly.
Hmm.
My movement will continue because that's just part of me. My daily self-care will continue, but I'm going to do more personal enrichment. Like I'm going to read more. I'm going to, yeah, pretty much read more and just focus on learning more.
Love it.
So
Amazing.
that's me.
I think you're gonna have a fabulous month.
Well, I had a fabulous May, so it can only get better and
Yeah,
better.
absolutely. Thank you for sharing. I love that. I'm just gonna stop the recording now, and then if you guys want to say anything after, that's fine. So thank you everyone for being here. Do you know what? Every time I do this, I always lose where where to stop the recording. Oh, got it.